Welcome friends to early learners and right brainers. Kindly subscribe to this channel to motivate me. Today's topic is my kid shows or throws tantrums. What should I do as a mother? So to the topic that I want to discuss, I just want to mention one thing that every child has this tantrum problem always. Like even when we were kids, we always did something that our parents must have felt that it is a tantrum, and same even now we are behaving in certain ways that our parents feel that these are the tantrums. So parents will always feel the kids are doing some kind of a tantrum because they don't listen to them. But if you understand one thing, human beings are here to explore. So whether your child is 0 months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 3 years or 30 years, they are always going to behave something which is not beyond your control. So that is the first thing. But I understand there are many problems, like the child is hitting himself or herself, or the child is throwing things, or the child is not understanding how to convey their emotions, so they bang their head or they hit themselves or someone else. So how can we correct this kind of a behavior? Now first I want to explain is every kid has hormones that get secreted, even all the human beings or even the adults. So there are some days, there are some times when the hormone secretion is quite more, or something the body is not able to understand or handle. So those are the days the child is going to behave very inappropriately, or the child will not have control on their emotion and they are going to burst out because they don't know how to react. So one thing we have to understand is we have to be very peaceful in this situation and we have to accept them. We should not think or judge ourselves as mothers or fathers, or we have to judge our kids that why they are like this. First of all, when you become a parent, you feel like, oh, now everything that my child does is my responsibility. First thing, relax and understand that he or she is a human being. They are going to have their own meltdowns. Now, what is a meltdown? It is an emotion that they are just going to throw because their body doesn't know how to react or handle it. The emotions are big, but the different milestones are not achieved. Like what I want to convey, like for example, some of the kids, they are very strong cognitive wise or very strong social wise, but their physical growth is not that strong or up to date. Some kids are very strong physically, they can run even at the age of 1 year, but their cognitive skills are not that developed, so they cannot think, so they run and they hit on a wall or something like that. Or sometimes the child is emotionally and cognitive wise very strong, but then he or she is not capable to walk or run at the age of 12 months. So both of this situation is going to create a lot of irritation and frustration in your child, because they want to achieve something which they are not able to, and they want to convey that to you, but you are not able to understand. So this is going to cause a huge communication gap for your child. So first of all, you have to let it be, you have to understand, and you have to just go with the flow and just pass this phase. But when this phase is passing, what you can do as a parent to help your child? When you say my child is throwing tantrum, you definitely know that they are going through some problem or they are not able to express, and you are trying to help them out. But still there is no help, and that's why you have come on this video, or you keep asking this question to your friends and your peers. Understandable. So there is a solution to this issue, and it was mentioned in Sishida's book, or Sishida's style of right brain education, which I am going to convey. So there's slight modification also to it, because I take everything, when I read everything, I understand on my own level, and I want to convey it to you in a simple way. Also, I convey it to you in a way that I think is appropriate. So if you think that okay, there could be another solution, you can always Google, and such books are available on the internet, and I'm going to also provide you the link to such books. Okay, so let's go to the step 1. So step 1 is this: let your baby sleep in your lap. Make the body contact between the parent and the baby maximum. Here we are targeting towards the mom, but in case the mom is not able to do, we can also try this with the parent, the father, or you can both of you try this together. So imagine this is your child. he or she, whatever the age is, they are sitting on your lap, or they are sleeping in your lap, or they are just next to you when you guys are sleeping. Now, step number 2, you will just softly put your hand on their shoulder, on their hands, on their face, or on their body, wherever you feel comfortable. You're just going to soothe them for how many minutes? For 5 minutes. Okay. Now, step number 3, you breathe in, you breathe out, you relax yourself. Step number 4, you are now going to say, dear baby, you are a peaceful soul, you are a happy soul, you are comfortable. Whatever emotions are there, I understand they are difficult, but I and father, like I, the mother and the father, we are with you. We love you and we care for you. We are a family, we are a team, and we are always with you. So we understand that you are in pain and you are trying your best to get out of it, and you are capable of doing it, and you are doing it. You are healthier, you are capable, you are a genius, and you can do it. So this was a step 5. So these affirmations are going to make a huge difference on your child's entire tantrum scenarios or behavior, because he is going to get the confidence from their own parents. See, we all love our kids, but sometimes we are not able to convey it. You can only convey these emotions when the child is sleeping. When the child is sleeping, the right brain is always activated. But when the child is awake, most of the times the left brain is also activated. So the left brain will always be calculative, logical, and when you try to say these things, the things that I just told you, the child is going to think, what is my mom or what is my dad saying? But when you do this when they are asleep, be it nap time, daytime, night time, whenever the child is sleeping and whenever you have time, you 3 or you 2, like your baby and the mother, or the baby and the father, or baby and mother and father both, can do this as per their convenience. The father can say whatever words they want to say afterwards, or a mother can say whatever words she wants to say before. Like that you guys can coordinate. But these 5 steps are very important. So the affirmations once said, try to say the similar kind of affirmation again and again for 5 minutes. Then when the baby is asleep, let them sleep and just keep on soothing them by your hands. Once this is done, you also feel very relaxed, and you also take a deep breath and breathe out. So now this technology or the technique that I have told, this also can be applied on every one of us. Like even for the mother, if she wants to apply it on her, she can take deep breath, but she cannot touch her hand and other body parts by her own hands. So she can just breathe in and breathe out and say all these things to herself, so that she also gets calm. The father also can do this, or we as mother can touch each other and convey this kind of affirmations to each other. So what happens is the entire family feels together in this journey. So sometimes the father may not like this, so only the mother wants to do it. It's absolutely fine. Either of you can do it, but when the mother does it, it has more impact. I'm sorry fathers, but yes, mothers have this a little extra upper hand because the baby was in the womb and they always had a telepathy going on between them. So when the baby is sleeping at the night, the telepathic messages reach the baby very fast because the baby's right brain is activated. The 6 steps that I have told you includes, first is the breathing, then touching the baby, sending out the affirmations, then holding and patting the baby, keeping the baby in the lap, and again deep breath is important. These 6 steps are going to create a good amount of positive atmosphere for your child, and your child will definitely feel comfortable, and the days will be better with them. And the problems that you are facing, like if the baby is hitting themselves, you can say all these affirmations that I said, and then you can say you are calm, you understand that hitting causes problem to you, so you want to be safe, so just be safe in your own self. hitting others or hitting yourself can give you pain. You are a loving soul, you are a loving person, you are always loving everyone. Instead of a hit or instead of a slap, you can always give a kiss, because a kiss is going to create a lot of love. So if you want your child to be loving, you have to convey love. If your child is cranky, is throwing a lot of tantrums, then somewhere definitely you are also throwing a lot of tantrums. See, I understand that couples have problems, families have problems, and everyone has problems, including my life. But what we should do is, if there is problems this many, you have to spend this much time loving the child. Only then it is going to balance it out. It's very difficult to create a good environment for a child always, because we are creating a right brain education at home. So certain things at home cannot always be controlled, but we can always try to give maximum love information to our child when the child is asleep. The child will not get up. You just have to speak very softly, not on a huge loudspeaker. Okay, so these are the simple things that I want to convey you. Another thing is that someone said me that my child is very cranky, or they keep on crying. I think babies cry for no reason is what they say, but if you practice this kind of affirmation in the night, it is called as 5-minute suggestion. It is going to really help your child. Some people say that you can record it and keep, but I personally feel it's always better to do it every day for lifelong, because 21-day formula or 60-day formula, it doesn't make sense, because every day the child is growing. So you have to create a affirmation that is a generic one, like you are safe, you are healthy, you are peaceful, you are positive energies are coming to you. This 5-6 basic generic affirmations you should have, but there should be another specific affirmations for your child, which are unique between you guys. So this is like a bonding between the family, and the family bonding can happen only when the child is asleep, because when the child is asleep, his right brain is activated, and when the right brain is activated, he will absorb everything. Does this mean in the morning the child is not able to activate his right brain? For that we have so many right brain activities which are listed on my YouTube channel. You can always go and check them. So it takes time to activate the right brain. Of course, for the 0 to 3 years the right brain is always activated, but the left brain is always struggling to come out, and that's why the tantrums and the imbalance of the emotions are always there. So to keep your baby calm, you should always invest in the affirmations that are said at the night time, and this method is called as the suggestion method, or the affirmation method, or the sleep affirmation method, or the visualization, whatever you call it. But this is there since so many years, and it is better if we practice it soon. So thank you guys for watching my video. Please do subscribe to my channel, and thanks a lot for liking me. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.